Our next speaker remains a man whose quotable quotes are as interesting as they are memorable. Here are a few paraphrases. Quote, "When I was driving around in the night, I found that some street lights were switched off. It is unacceptable. And I said, we must put them all back on so that Abuja is well lit." A second quote, "If you have a brother or sister who is a beggar, please go and hide him or her, because we cannot have beggars litter the streets of Abuja." When I was driving around is this next speaker's favorite parlance and favorite mantra. Please welcome our chief host and join me as I bring up the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, to deliver his welcome to all of you and to flag off.
Your Excellency, Mr. Senate President, ably presented by the Chairman of the FCT Committee, distinguished Senator Bomai, the Honorable Minister of State by FCT, the distinguished senators that are here, the representative of Abuja South of the House of Representatives, our dear chiefs who are here, traditional rulers, the head of service or other management staff of FCT, executive secretary of the FCDA, the incoming managing director of NDDF, Julius Berger, and outgoing managing director of Julius Berger, whom were in his house on Tuesday, celebrating with him of the birthday of his wife. Unfortunately for him, he dressed on Borussia Dortmund jersey, and we defeated him. Mr. MD, I'm sorry for coming to your house for your wife's birthday and then made you not to be happy. That's why I've always said, join the best. And that's why I always come to Julius Berger to do construction work for us. Because I know that they are the best. Anybody likes it or not. The area council chairman, who have been very, very supportive, I salute you. Our dear women, beautifully, gorgeously dressed, in support of what we are doing here today. Service commanders that are here and have always played their part to make sure we sleep with our two eyes closed. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me apologize to the Senate President who was here before us. I've explained to him the circumstances that made us not to be on time. Please accept my apologies and our apologies too. Today is a very important day. The occasion that we're about to flag off. As a minister, I've never been on this path. I thought the junction they're talking about life camp, is the other one you would take going to our official residence. But I'm happy. There's no wonder every time I get text messages, when will we do this life camp road, that the traffic congestion, the traffic is so chaotic. But by my coming, I'm seeing the number of persons who are around tells you this neighborhood is heavily populated. And that is why we thank God Almighty that we are starting this road. I'm giving out to a construction giant, Julius Berger. Let me tell you, one company that made me to move for amendment of our procurement law at the state was Julius Berger. How? When I know the law permits 15 to 30% of mobilization fee, I do know that there will be a problem. And that problem will be by the time the 15% to 30% is paid, and another milestone, another certificate is being submitted, we may not have the money to pay. And then obviously be an expensive company. They will come for variation. So what I did was to seek the support of the State Assembly to amend the procurement law. The Executive Council can pay up to 70% if they believe that that firm or company is competent to carry out the job without running away. And I know Julius Berger is on ground. If you go to where they are living, you know that they will never leave this country again. And so we amended the law and to say that in every job we have done with Julius Berger, then we pay 70% upfront. And so that's how we're able to do 12 flyovers in 4 years. 12 flyovers in 4 years. Because if you pay a contractor 70%, obviously he will come to even ask of his retention because the job has almost been done. Why am I also saying this? Is to tell members of the National Assembly part of our predicament, part of our major headache is the procurement law. The procurement law, yes, is to protect and make sure our money is safe. But again, if you look at the overall advantage, it drags us backward. That is why in most cases, you do procurement for almost 4 months before it is approved, before it goes to the Federal Council, and before you know it, 6 months it's over. It's up. 6 months of procurement alone is half of the year. But thank God, Mr. President, in his infinite wisdom to make sure that work continues in the FCT, he gave us a latitude by increasing our threshold. Today, you see, contracts of schools are going on, contracts for building more police stations to save our people are going on. Is because of the approval given to us by Mr. President. So I want all of you in prayer, continue to pray for Mr. President, so that at the end of the day, the hope, the lost hope of our people will be gotten back. That's why he said, they need hope agenda. His government is to bring back the hope that people have lost. I'm sure people who are living here never believed that this story can be done again. The president said, no, there's nothing that cannot be done. We are here to bring back your hope. We are here for you to have confidence in government. And that's why you see, every day we are flagged on one project or the other. So now members of National Assembly, I want to also thank you, particularly the chairman, who is representing the Senate President. You have been very wonderful. We always discuss on phone. And once we agree, we have agreed. I thank you. That shows your love for the country. That shows your support and commitment. So, Mr. President, I don't want to talk too much about the country. We all know. All I want to appeal that this job is also going to create employment. And of course, I do believe neighbors here, those who are living around there, will be allowed to have one form or the other in terms of employment. Not only are we providing infrastructure, we're also trying to create jobs. So if you want, those of you who came on Monday on the flag of judges' quarters, you see the number of people who will be working there. That is job creation. Yesterday, we were at Daki Biu. People will be employed. That will be job creation. Generally, we were in Mabushi. That will be job creation. On Monday, we are moving to the area councils. One is in Kwali, one is in Kuje, one is in Wagwara, and the other one is in Buhari. So by the time Tinubu finishes his first tenure, Abuja people will say, yes, we have no choice but to continue to follow you because you have brought back our hope. And that's what's important in what we're doing. Yesterday, myself, the General Secretary of FCDA, the Director of Engineering Services, and the Director of Buildings, we met with Julius Berger after yesterday's occasion. And I told them that this 18 months is too far. Julius Berger was insisting that even the 18 months is so tight. I said, why is it so tight? You have praised you as a giant construction firm. We have praised you as the best. You are not only the best because of the quality, you are the best in terms of equipment you have. I know you can face 10 jobs at the same time. I know you want to maximize your profit. But let me assure you, if you reduce the 18 months to 14 months, I can assure you, I would write to the President to give her permission to pay you another 30% so that you'll be able to finish this job in May. There's nothing you cannot do. If you can build 12 flyovers in 4 years. So at average, you are doing one flyover in 12 months. Which company, which state, which government are able to do that? So you have the capacity. So please look at it again, and that will make me allow you to do more jobs. If you do this in 14 months, be assured that we want to start our FCT secretariat. We just imagine how a whole FCT will be, the office will be where they are. That was built in 1980s by the military. We want to give something that when anybody is coming to Abuja and they say this is FCT head office, you would doff your cap and say, indeed, this is what FCT is supposed to be. And we are ready to do that. And even the Northern Parkway, if you agree for this 14 months, I will lobby to see that since you are the one doing by direct procurement, that job is given us. My own is, if you do for me, I do for you. If you lie down for me, I lie down for you. So if you agree for the 14 months, go home and sleep. That will immediately start the other jobs. So the incoming MD, come. So you make your own commitment here and let us know whether we are going to get it or will not get it. But come this way, you are not minister. Go the other side. You are not minister. Stay where God will keep you.
Your Excellency, we will seriously look into that matter and do all our best.
So that means you finish 14 months.
We will speak again. Let me look into it. But I'm positive.
Yes, he has said it's positive. And today is 25th. I will hold you and I will hold the outgoing. Luckily, I'm not Dr. Lass. I will hold you responsible. You can imagine when this road is finished, what will be here. So all of you who are claiming that you are suffering, the price of food items are high, but also give kudos to Mr. President of trying everything, putting all his energy to see that food items, the prices are brought down. If you don't have good road, the price of goods will go up. If you have good roads, it's likely to reduce because the transporters will always complain, why we will not add money? There's no good road. When we are coming from Jos, when we are coming from anywhere, our vehicles are stocked. It's a journey that will take us 1 day will take us 5 days. They add prices to all those food items. So by the time we finish road infrastructure in the city and in the rural areas, I think our lives will be different. It will no longer be we are suffering. But I can tell you, before the end of this administration of Mr. President, Nigerians will smile. We will never do anything that we know will not work. I know he means business. I know he's committed. The only problem we have, you must also ask yourself, these problems have been there for donkey years. For donkey years. Whether it was PDP, whether it was APC, whether it was military, these problems have been there. Even got to the level that we thought this country would have collapsed. But by his dexterity, by his commitment, he's putting measures which may temporarily be difficult, but which at the end of the day will all come to sing praises to God and thank Mr. President for standing firm to do what is right for the country to move forward. On this note, let me invite His Excellency, the Senate President, represented by the able chairman of FCT, to come and do the needful and flag off this road. To God be the glory. Thank you and God bless you.